everybody. We'll call the meeting to order. We start with a moment of silence followed by the pledge, please.
You can do that anyway, I don't care.
Hi.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Order of business, public comment and agenda items only. Seeing none, we'll move on to old business. Approve the minutes of the June 17th, 2026 meeting. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Amend motion 26-172 dated 6/17 of 2026 to reflect the payment of $5,900 instead of $6,700 to Reed and Associates for geologic services at the new well at MCCF. Can I get a motion, please?
So moved.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Acknowledge receipt of request for proposal for drug and alcohol counseling services at MCCF, opened on 6/18 of 2026 at 2 p.m. We have PA treatment and healing for $92,500. Psych Plus Associates of New Jersey, LLC. We have the first year, $162,000, second year, $169,290. The third year is $176,908. Pyramid did not follow the bid requests or requirements. Is there a motion for acceptance, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Proclamations and certificates. We have a large number today because 25 people will be receiving certificates of citizenship and naturalization. We have a ceremony at 12 noon over at courtroom 1. First, we have Crafting Creations. It's a grand opening. Jessica Delfino for the PA 250 Keystone Art. Emmett Dietrich, again for the 250 Keystone Art. Haley Lopez for the 250 Keystone Art. Kalahari Resorts, they have a grand opening of the sensory calming room with Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. And then the certificates of citizenship to Maria Farragon. I apologize in advance. Sybil Akay, Amanda Lorenko, Arely Acosta, Lisbeth Price, Rosie Rosa, Karim Locken, Megan Jacobs, Anna Davis. I can't believe I messed that one up. Pamela Feliciano, Sherry Haney, Odin Nikes, Guzan Sherman, Deborah Das, Louisa Wintermute, Diane Blanco, Nadia Ramirez, Dina Marino, Carolina Molina, M. Bat, John Taylor, Karen John, Sue Mi Zhang, Po Sanchez, Clara Quispy, and Alexander Biltsev. Is there a motion, please?
With honor, I'd like to make a motion.
Second. Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Personnel, we have the agenda and also to approve and ratify requests to work additional hours in the sheriff's office for deputies, security, and clerks. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second. Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Number 2, we have electronic financial transactions, vouchers payable for 6/18 of 26 and 6/26 of 26. We have gross payrolls. And we also have healthcare benefits to Blue Cross Blue Shield, Geisinger, dental claims, and flexible spending accounts. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Travel authorizations, approve and ratify. I'd like to make a change and add the Commissioner's Office to that, please. Approve and ratify travel request report for the Clerk of Courts, Emergency Services, for Thonotary, and the Commissioners. Because I snuck into another county the other day. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor? Please.
These travel authorities and these travels, they are approved by everybody in the county. They are approved by,
The Commissioners approve the
our
travel.
company. And are these travels necessary for these people?
Correct. In other words, for example, I had to go to federal court in Scranton. I have to ask for approval to travel out of the county.
And this was to prosecute a case or to
I was there to,
locate some
yes.
do to this. So
Nope,
I'm trying to get an understanding.
I understand. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Do we have a first and a second?
You do.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Area Agency on Aging, approved contract for professional service with Melissa Lear, RN, for the period of 7/1/26 through 6/30 of 27, with a contract limit of $10,000 and a paid retainer in the amount of $500. And also ratify submittal of the 2022-2027 agreement with the PA Department of Agriculture for distribution of farmer market vouchers. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Just so I want to note that that voucher is $5 this year. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion.
We only have a motion. I didn't hear a second.
I'll say it louder. Second.
We did? Yeah. Sorry. It's my hearing.
Sorry.
Children and Youth Services, approve the subsidized permanent legal custodian agreement for AL. Also execute the following purchase service agreements for the period of 7/1/2025 through 6/30 of 2026. Dynamic Counseling Associates with a contract limit of $20,000. Justice Works Youth Care with a contract limit of $1 million. And Pine Brook Family Answers with a contract limit of $50,000. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Commissioners report, approve the budget adjustment report dated 7/1 of 2026, totaling $355,939. That budget adjustment is adult probation and treatment court for $175,000 each, for a total of $350,000, or 98% of that request, to segregate the budget into 2 reimbursable staff positions affiliated with the treatment court, and aging for $5,324 to cover current and future expenditures, in addition to state allocation for health and wellness, and corrections for $650 for 2 scanners. Authorize the chief clerk to advertise the 2026-2027 implementation plan for the 27-28 needs-based budget for children and youth. Approve change order number 3 with Verandantas. Did I say that right, Bob? Okay, in the amount of $34,300 for Bridge 12 due to utility easement changes made by Met Ed. Approve the professional service agreement with Dino Graham for Love Light Counseling LLC in an amount not to exceed $33,000 for the period of 7/1/26 through 12/31 of 26 for treatment court, contingent upon the solicitor's review. The following vendors to the county approved list of vendors in the district attorney's office for Abigail Medina. Approved change order with William H. Lane for the amount of $177,221. I'm sorry, $177,221 for the courthouse construction project completion. Approve and ratify the following opioid grants with the opioid settlement funds consistent with the uses allowed under opioid settlement agreement Exhibit E. Memorandum of Understanding with Synchronicity Recovery in the amount of $100,000 for countywide support initiative. Memorandum of Understanding with Guardian Angel Recovery House in the amount of $60,000 for recovery house rental assistance. And Memorandum of Understanding for Nehemiah Sober Living in the amount of $4,000 $750 for recovery house rental assistance and transportation. And also approve the 2026-2027 fiscal year budgets as followed. Children and youth, $25,897,253. Area Agency on Aging for $3,781,388 for a total of $29,678,641. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions?
Yes, I have two questions.
Please.
Approved CO number 3 with the Veridance amount. What is this thing with the bridge with Med Ed all about? I need to understand it.
Okay, Bridge 12, which is in Hamilton Township. We are replacing Bridge 12. What that is a change in the agreement that we have with Met Ed, and that is actually a $34,300 savings.
Are they gonna
Pardon me?
miss a two-lane bridge yet?
The meta agreement we had was $50,000. And then the plans were already done, the specs were already done, Meta changed their plan. So our architect engineer had to redo the plans so we could bid it. So the net savings is actually going to be around $16,000.
The difference between the 50,000 and the
No, I just have one.
34,000. Go ahead.
A two-lane bridge or still a one-lane bridge?
It's a two-lane bridge. It is a two-lane bridge.
Oh, because I live in Hamilton Township.
Right.
That's the one on Button Hollow Road, right? Bridge 12?
Metzger Road. Metzger Road.
Oh, that's. different.
There's a barn on the one side, the farmhouse on the other.
Right.
And they moved the power lines to the other side of the road, or they're not moving
okay.
the power lines, which means we don't have to pay Med Ed to move a lot of
Okay,
the
I'm
power
thinking
lines.
about the bridges I go on, so I was thinking.
No.
those three others.
And this won't be till next year for construction, so.
I have one other question too. The Guardian Angel Recovery House,
Correct?
$60,000 grant for that.
Yep.
Does Guardian Angel Recovery House to begin with charge the families of whoever goes in there for recovery, or is that a nonprofit organization? Like I said, I'm
No, I understand.
understanding.
This helps them supplement the costs of the services that they provide. And what is eligible under Exhibit E, which is the opioid settlement monies that came from a lawsuit across the country for opioids. And that money we are a pass-through of those funds to agencies that meet the criteria of the Exhibit E of the opioid settlement.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Before
learned attorney Huffman.
I understand, but I'd rather go back and not forget. Oh, sorry. Vote. Thank you.
Thank you,
And I have some.
learned attorney Huffman. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Learned attorney Huffman, what would you have to say?
Can we go back to number 5, children and youth?
Yes.
Under execute the. looking
Following
for-
purchase of service agreements for the period.
Not for the period. So looking for an amendment to that motion for Dynamic Counseling Associates for the period of July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2026. And for Justice Works Youth Care and Pine Brook Family Answers for the period of July 1st, 2026 through June 30th of 2027.
Motion to make that amendment.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Yep.
Moving on to we did the Commissioner's Office, the District Attorney, execute the local law enforcement grant, Monroe County DA 2026 totaling $250,000 from the PA Gaming Control Board for 2026. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Fiscal and grants. Ratify authorization of Ashley Carrick, Grants Manager, to electronically sign the PCCD 2026 Medicated Assistance Substance Abuse Agreement Grant Program for the period of 4/1 of 2026 through 3/31 of 2028 in the amount of $133,017. And also approve the 2026-2027 Homeless Assistance Program, also known as HAP, and the Human Services Development Fund, known as HSDF, Subrecipients allocation as recommended by the Community Service Administrative Board as follows. Pocono Area Transitional Housing, $12,736. The Salvation Army for $12,736. Resources for Human Development, $6,440. Family Promise of the Poconos, I'm sorry, $6,444. Is that what I said?
Said 40.
Okay. Family Promise of the Poconos Emergency Shelter, $12,736. Safe Monroe, $12,736. Under HSDF, we have CMP MHDS for $48,000, Sites of Hope for $10,157, and Pocono Services for Family and Children for $26,000. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Industrial Development Authority execute the cooperation and funding procedures agreement for Great Wolf Lodge of the Poconos desensification project of the Redevelopment Assistance Capital Program, RCAP, in the amount of $2,500,000. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What exactly does this involve regarding the Great Wolf Lodge? Is it assistance money handed to them for this, or?
This is funding that they receive for a pass-through for the state for an RCAP grant that is being put in place by the Industrial Development Authority. And this is for the work that they did recently on their expansion of Great Wolf, and it's a state project.
So it's, some of this is funded by the state. in
Correct.
order for that to happen.
Correct.
The only question I have is that Great Wolf is a high profit entity. And I'm
Correct.
just wondering why the state has to fund something that's already a high profit.
Because what the state does is to try to maximize growth of an industry that is key to Monroe County.
Mhm.
So, which is the hospitality business. So the state feels that it was worthy of that investment.
Okay, thank you very much.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Information and Technology Services ratify an agreement with North Star Networks in the amount of $6,600 for phone system migration. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. The Planning Commission approved the following professional consulting services agreement with UTRS for boundary surveys and agricultural conservation easements. The land of Matthew Gold for a total of $7,300. The lands of Lynn and Kristen Rudlich in the amount of $5,900. And the lands of Gordon and Diane Rutledge in the amount of $5,000. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Capital outlay purchases. Ratify the capital purchase report dated 7/1 of 2026, totaling $2,643.30. That is for 10 rechargeable flashlights at the correctional facility. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Computer capital and purchases. Approve the computer capital purchase report dated 7/1 of 2026, totaling $2,022.36. That is for 2 scanners at the correctional facility to utilize DocuWare. Is there a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Miscellaneous, Mr. Parker.
Mr. Chairman, as we celebrate the semi-quincentennial, I wanted to note that today, July 1st, was the first pass at passing the resolution for independence. And 9 states voted for it, 2 voted against it, South Carolina and Pennsylvania. And Delaware was a draw. But they took it up the next day, and it did pass on July 2nd. And then, of course, they edited the Declaration of Independence and formalized that and approved it on the 4th of July. So The process was already started 250 years ago, as we know. I did want to highlight some things. We got the parade coming up Saturday. So 10 a.m., kicking off at the high school. We'll have some ceremony at 10 a.m. starting at 7th and Main. We have George Roberts and Chuck Cease will be commentating the parade, and we'll have somebody sing the Star Spangled Banner there as well. And then the parade will start making its way, and should be at 7th and Main itself about 10 or 15 minutes after that. And then it'll head on over to East Stroudsburg, crossing the bridge on McConnell Street and then up Washington Street, and ending at Dansbury Park. So afterwards, there's an All-American picnic at East Stroudsburg, up at Miller Park by the Dansbury Depot and on Crystal Street. And starting tomorrow night, out at the West End Fair, we've got Celebration Fest. And they're going to have their fireworks tomorrow night, July 2nd, as John Adams would like. I just read something about John Adams today where he really felt it should be July 2nd because that's when they formally declared independence, but and passed that resolution. From when it gets dark. But yeah, it's going to be 5 to 10 p.m., 5 to 10 p.m. So, you know, probably, I think the fireworks are planned around 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 tomorrow night. So,
Before your timing, when to get there and parking.
yeah, I get you. Yeah, I think if you arrive by 8, you can enjoy some of there'll be a lot of food, concerts, and other things going on. Yeah, the Trinity Centennial Band will be performing at 7:30 tomorrow night. Many of you might have heard they were at Shawnee last night. You might have been there doing their patriotic concert, and they'll be doing that again tomorrow night. But there's other performers as well. And then they will be there Friday night as well, and then July 4th from 2 to 10 p.m. And it's only $10 per car. So just like the old drive-in movie days, just load up the car, get as many people in as you can for the car price. And then I will note, we did some keystones that I had mentioned, Delaware Water Gap, we did Saturday. Stroudsburg put theirs up yesterday. So all of the keystones around the county are in a place displayed now where you can go visit. And there's a QR code you can check in at the keystones. And if you do all of them, we're going to give you a prize. We still got to determine that one, but it's going to be good. We did just have somebody submit, I think, 7 photos. We've had some issues in the Park Service. There's one passport we have where they don't allow the QR codes to be at the sites. So you send a selfie of yourself in front of it. I got 7 pictures yesterday to give people credit for visiting the sites. And if you do all the historical buildings, registry buildings, you're going to get a T-shirt. So there's other things too, but Mr. Chairman, I think I've exceeded my time. It's a great opportunity. We hope a lot of people, for the parade, we did want to note, at Quaker Alley and North 6th Street, we are going to allow this lot to be used for parking. So there's almost 50 places out there that people can park in downtown Stroudsburg for the parade. So please keep that in mind. And then also, MCTA has generously offered to send 2 extra buses. At the start of the parade, people can go on there to get cool if it is too hot. Our parade's starting at 10, so I hope we avoid the high heat. But they'll be in the parade as well if people need us to get a break or just can't handle the heat. They can sit on the bus for the rest of the ride to Dansbury Park. So thank you to MCTA for offering that. Okay, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
Sure.
I have one thing, if I may. Okay.
You have a lot of time to make up, so
Oh,
stretch it out.
There's a summer chorus, of which I'm a member of, that Dr. Maroney, who's a retired music director at East Stroudsburg University, is part of. And Ruth, our pianist, is outstanding as well. And the chorus concert, it's going to be July 23rd. It's all volunteer, all people from the community. And it's all patriotic music. We've had a summer chorus every summer. It's typically not patriotic music. So this summer, and I was really glad Dr. Maroney picked everything. It's really, really, really good, really cool. So please join us. It's July 23rd at 7 p.m. at St. John's Evangelical Lutheran Church over on 9th Street.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention, as my hand surgeon, Dr. Jay Telasani would say, please leave the fireworks to the professionals.
Yeah.
He does not want to be working overtime. With that, is there any public comment? Sir, if you please come up and mention your name, please. Full name.
Data centers. My last name is Member, first name Raleigh. So I'm in my 80s. My electric bills are going off the freaking wall. Excuse my language. I was having electric bills of over $600 this past winter. And I live alone. All our rates are going crazy. So the question about data centers is, it's a problem seemingly around the country. People are having big problems with it. Are we addressing it at a county level? I'm hearing rumors that there's 10, I'm hearing different rumors, and I'd like to get it straight. How many proposed data centers are in this county? Is it 3, 5, 10? I don't know. Where do we go to find the answer? Do we go to a county zoning board or local zoning board? Where do we even address our questions to? One other thing, I found out, I guess just yesterday, coincidentally, I was getting gas. That, and I'm next at 299, if you get off Route 80, and you're going down 715, PPL was down there, they had a big facility. Apparently that's the area, and next to that area was a resort years ago. That whole area, and I heard the number of square feet, and it's beyond, the numbers are beyond belief, so I'm not even gonna repeat it. But where do we find out that information? It should be public knowledge, and who's meeting and discussing this? Because it's not just a problem in this county, but it's all over the country. Our water rates are going up. The amount of water that's going to use for these centers are beyond belief. And what's going on? And where is it at the local level? How do we address it? Thank you.
The local level, just so you know, we're a commonwealth, therefore land decisions are made at the township level, okay? Our planning commission reviews plans, okay? So if there is a proposed data center in Tobyhanna Township that I am aware of which when they submitted their plan to the planning commission, they had 250 comments on that, or over 250 comments.
So,
And they submitted that back to Tobyhanna Township.
okay, so you're saying it's done with the individual township, but
Correct.
shouldn't it be coordinated at a county level?
Well, that's what,
Every township could have one. And
but we have no right to say what they can do in their townships. We do provide services to help them, should they ask for it through the planning commission or planning department.
IDA helps too.
And so that's what we do to help with this. The other thing that I ask on the other side of this from just the other job that I have that's for free is that when you deal with any water taking, okay, along the Delaware River watershed, the DRBC has the ability to say how much water you can use. So that's another issue. So just letting you know that there are other agencies that all fall into this.
well, there's a lot of loopholes to get through this, I'll tell you. And it's every state in this country is dealing with the same issues, and the water tables are going down and the electric rates are going up, and the people are, we're losing middle class.
Thank you. Please stand up and state your name.
Name is Perry Gregory, and my question is, do we have the right and the ability and the authorization to draft a petition to stop this data center from being erected in that facility?
You
It
can,
was a draft petition to get a lot of people to sign it, to not allow this data center to be built. Would it be honored and adhered to if we get enough signatures?
learned attorney Huffman, I think that there are times when there are certain rules and laws with regard to municipalities of what has to be allowed and not allowed.
Each municipality has most, I would think, in Monroe County have ordinances that deal with data centers and where they're allowed and where they are able to be put. So, I mean, you can do a petition to show your disinterest or opposition to something, but whether or not it complies with the ordinance that's in effect in the municipality is a issue for the elected officials within that municipality.
I guess what I'm saying is if my petition gets enough signatures, would it influence the municipality to say, we're not gonna put this
The
in?
municipality has an ordinance that they also have to follow, so.
All right. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn? We are.